got the call and like, oh no, come on, you got to be kidding me. I'm in the middle of my day. And no, Chris McQuarrie wants to talk to you about bringing Kittridge back. And I think it was the next day, we were on a call, and Chris called me from Venice where he was location scouting and said, Henry, I've been wanting to bring this guy back and this is the time to do it. I've got an arc that I want you to explore and bring to the movie. And right now I'm location hunting, but what do you think? I said, well, where's the script? He said, well, that's a good question. Why don't you come here and we'll find it.
Hello, Henry. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
We are doing wonderful. We are
good. You look great.
Oh, thank you. I mean, look at you. You look fantastic.
Oh, well, yeah, it's a good start. Now
yeah. No, we're so excited. We're so happy to be talking with you today. Fellow Canadians first and foremost. But you're also, the Mission Impossible series has meant so much to us over the years. So when we heard Kittridge would be returning, we were a little excited.
A lot excited.
We didn't sleep because we were very happy to have you back. So just welcome.
I was very happy to have me back too. Chris has been wanting to do this. Chris McQuarrie, the director, and Tom have been wanting to bring him back for a few iterations now, and I'm thrilled that Alec Baldwin came in and did what he did with that character. It was crunch time. They just have to bring the guy back. So they did, and I'm thrilled. That was 25 years to the day, practically, that I got the call. I got the call in January 95 to do the first one, and January 2020, I got the call from my reps that they wanted to bring Kittridge back, which is, I think, a great idea, considering the amount of he must have gone through, what he's learned, and how he's going to share it now with Ethan. And I do mean share.
Yeah.
Share their points of view. Yeah.
I love that, and you are truly fantastic in the film. You're coming back, like you said, almost 25 years to the day without skipping a beat. What was it like to get that call back to Mission Impossible? I
thought it was a joke at first. I was doing my day-to-day errands. I was actually shredding my tax documents from 10 years previous. That would have been probably like the 2001 or something tax documents, appropriate for the CIA, of course. I don't know. That's just a joke, of course. But I was doing stuff like that and got the call and like, oh no, come on, you got to be kidding me. I'm in the middle of my day. And no, Chris McQuarrie wants to talk to you about bringing Kittridge back. And I think it was the next day, we were on a call, and Chris called me from Venice where he was location scouting and said, Henry, I've been wanting to bring this guy back and this is the time to do it. I've got an arc that I want you to explore and bring to the movie. And right now I'm location hunting, but what do you think? I said, well, where's the script? He said, well, that's a good question. Why don't you come here and we'll find it.
Wow,
that's phenomenal.
Yeah. I hope your phone didn't self-destruct after getting that call.
I do have a new phone since then, but
that's fantastic. And when we think back to that first Mission Impossible, we really do believe that you have one of the most badass lines in cinema history in that restaurant scene. So it's damn good to have you back.
Yeah, I've been fortunate to have some really good badass lines through the Paramount company with the Clear and Present Mission Impossible. And this one, the writers, McQuarrie and Eric and Tom as well, Tom's in there as well, have written some very juicy stuff for Kittridge to intone. Yeah, for sure. Beautiful. Lots of fun to do. Great people to work with. Seriously.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What do you think Kittridge has been up to all these years?
Well, I decided that after being schooled by Ethan, the young Ethan on the train about who the culprit really was, that he circled back to the different agencies and worked at the different agencies, as many as he could at the highest echelon he could, to really know how the intelligence community in the great United States works and who it's working for and how it works and what the end game is, so that he could be a much more conscientious player in that game. And what it made was a much more grave, somewhat weighty Kittridge, far less naive, and at the same time optimistic in his own way.
I like that.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I like that. You have some incredible presence when we first see you in this film, as you do in all your films. But when we see your return in this one, it truly is a magic moment. And I think of that scene even in the trailers when we see yourself and Tom, stand up and just stare eye to eye with one another. I'm curious, what was it like getting to work with Tom again after all these years? And, what was going through your mind in that moment of just, locking eyes with someone that you haven't shared a scene with in so long?
Well, first of all, we were doing the scene. That was near the end of the scene, and that was not rehearsed. That was just something at the end of the scene. Kittridge gets up and answers the phone. I don't think I'm spoiling any plot here. And as I stood up, Ethan stood up as though, wait, where are you going? Because you'll see the scene. You will see the scene in the cinema, by the way. That would be a mistake. That would be like ordering from L'Express in Montreal or Luca Carton in Paris. That would be like ordering takeout if you watch it on a small screen. That would be ridiculous. Go to the big screen. Every pixel on that screen is filled with fantastic flavor. Don't miss out on that. Don't go for the convenience of watching it in your home. Go and see it on the big screen. I'm telling you, they've made an effort, a Herculean effort, to fill every square inch of the screen. So Tom stood up in that scene, and that's what they captured. They captured Kittridge and Ethan squaring off, where are you going? Where are you going? And that's what you get in that moment. It's a spontaneous moment that is both technical and spontaneous at the same time. Yeah. So lovely to work with Tom. Everyone is so focused, but Tom is focused with all the hats: producerial, directorial, working with McHugh, script, acting, stunts. It's just extraordinary. I don't know how any one individual can do that, but he does.
Has he gotten you to go skydiving with him or go in a plane with him yet?
Oh no, he flew. I flew with him in his helicopter a couple of times. Wow. But skydiving. Well, you'd have to tear me away from whatever I was holding before that would happen. I would have to leave my hands behind in whatever piece of furniture I would have grabbed onto, probably.
Where does Kittridge go from here?
Well, it's a very interesting story. And so what we've decided is that you'll have to see,
Very good.
I love that. Henry, we have to ask you, you steal every damn scene in whatever movie you're in, and obviously Dead Reckoning, Scream earlier this year, and one of our favorites, Ready or Not. Are we in the Chernissance right now?
I love the term. I do love the term. Someone pointed it out to me. I don't spend a lot of time online. I'm not on social, although I just joined, somebody put me on social. But anyway, I love the term. I thought Henry Czerny was going to happily, slowly bury himself in his own sawdust in some garage, making carcasses in their boxes. Wooden things are generally boxes, from jewelry boxes to cabinets to. I thought that was going to be how I was going to. That was going to be my last act, but then Mission Impossible came along, and all kinds of other things have come along in my life, and lo and behold, that's not at all the case, as it has been my entire life. I tell people that if you would put me on a hallucinogenic trip for a week when I was 18 and asked me to describe what life was like, this eclipses it tenfold.
Wow, what an answer. Henry, we are such huge fans of yours. We're so happy to have you back in this world. Congratulations on the film. We hope we get to talk to you again, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, guys, and enjoy the heck out of what you're doing, because it looks great on you.